Okay, good morning everyone, and thank you for being here with us. Thank you for the media houses present. We have DBS Radio, Kyrie FM, and Chronicle newspaper, Emonews, and Vibes Radio present with us. For those who are looking at us and seeing us live, thank you for joining as well. This is a very big occasion why we are here, especially given where we reside in the Caribbean. So today we have no press conference about Earth Hour. You will get the ability and the opportunity to learn more about what Earth Hour is, who are the parties involved, and what are some of the things that we are all doing and maybe you can do as well. So I'd like to introduce to you our panelists. To my immediate right, we have Mr. Cletus Joseph, the Executive Director of the National Development Foundation of Dominica. Further along, we have Ms. Rhoda St. John, who is the Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Solid Waste Management Company. Further along, we have Mr. Dominica. He is the Business and Entrepreneurial Development Manager at NDFD. And my name is Damian Dumas, Business Support Specialist at the NDFD. So at this time, we will be keeping it short and sweet. So we will be going along to Mr. Dominica to give you an overview about Earth Hour and some other important items.
To the management and staff of the NDFD, to our partner, represented by Rhoda, and all our partners who are listening and watching, and to everybody who are watching right now, good morning. So on behalf of the entire NDFD family, I would like to welcome you to this first press conference about our observation of Earth Hour this year. This is the fourth time that we are doing this. And you know what a journey it has been since we first introduced Earth Hour to Dominica and led the nation in observing this global observation for the first time. It was in 2021 when we first did this, and I was barely a year into my job here, and I really felt that if NDFD really intends to be a leader in the space of sustainability and climate change advocacy, the organization needs to be part of the Earth Hour movement, which is actually the largest environmental movement in the world. I have been personally aware of Earth Hour since it was first done in 2007 and started participating both as an individual and as a corporate executive, galvanizing my companies to join since 2009. Earth Hour has been known for its lights off moment, where you will see breathtaking landmarks across the world. Landmarks like the Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, the La Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, the Buckingham Palace in London, Edinburgh Castle in Scotland, the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro, the Angel of Independence in Mexico, the Empire State Building in Times Square in New York, and in 2003 last year, our very own State House right here in Roseau, having their lights off moments. Individual homes also would switch off their lights to raise awareness about climate change and other worsening environmental problems that our planet is facing. Earth Hour has also united millions around the world to push for change and inspired actual global initiatives to address all these challenges our planet is facing. And so from 8:30 p.m. local time on the 23rd of March this year, the world's largest grassroots environmental movement returns for its 18th edition with what we call the biggest hour for Earth, in support and celebration of our planet. In an increasingly divided world, Earth Hour serves as a beacon of positivity, hope, and inspiration to rally as many people as possible, in particular, people who are not fully engaged with the environmental crisis yet. So we are inviting everyone on that day to give an hour for Earth, spending 60 minutes doing something, just anything positive for our planet. So last year, over 410,000 hours were given to our planet by supporters in 190 countries and territories, including Dominica. And this year, we can once again make the biggest hour for Earth even bigger. So everyone, we are encouraged you to give an hour and reconnect with our planet and restore our planet and learn more about our planet. And, inspire others to care for our planet, all while doing things you love, whether you are into food, fitness, the arts, or the outdoors. This year, NDFD is leading Dominica once again, and it has been a great journey for us. In our first year, Dominica was instantly recognized by the global team by including us in their global bulletin board. When we did it the second time around in 2022, the global team included us, Dominica, in their annual reports. And last year, of course, we had this momentous occasion where we saw the State House switching off their non-essential lights, and of course our former president giving his message of support for Earth Hour. And this year, we are making more strides. We are partnering with more organizations and individuals, and we are just very, very excited. My colleagues will speak more about these things, but I just would like once again to encourage everyone to know more about Earth Hour and to join the biggest environmental movement in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lucasi, for that little insight. This is a big movement, and we're really calling on everyone listening, everyone viewing, that your part is pivotal as well in making the change that we want. At this point, we are going to call to the podium Ms. Rhoda St. John, like I said, the Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Solid Waste Management Company, to give her take on Earth Hour and collaboration with NDFD.
Good morning to everyone. Good morning to the management of NDFD. Good morning to Dominica. Good morning to those listening to us via Emonews, Cairo FM, and the other media houses we have present. This is the third year that the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation will be partnering with the NDFD on Earth Hour. That means we started together with them in 2021. Earth aspects of the environment. The environment is our space, our planet, our world, our lives, our homes. Earth Hour is us. We make up the environment. As a waste management company, we are indeed elated to join hands with the NDFD, and this year we go even bigger in our partnership by using our Recycle OECS demonstration project, where we have the initiative, the Zero Waste Initiative Adopt a School program. By joining hands with the NDFD this year, we are going to have schools such as the Portsmouth Secondary School, St. Mary's Academy, SMA, Convent Prep, Dominica Grammar School, Goodwill Secondary School, where these schools, their environmental clubs and 4-H clubs will form the number 60. 60 minutes, 1 hour, Earth Hour. So we will see a formation of these students using number 60 and doing a formation so that we can do our part in raising awareness for Earth Hour. We go a little beyond that, and some of our students within the environmental clubs will also be doing a beach cleanup on Saturday in the Soufriere, Scottsted location, and also at Bell Hall in Portsmouth. We have some businesses down in Portsmouth that is also joining the students, where we will clean those beaches and consider and work towards our participation in Earth Hour. We encourage everyone to continue to protect the environment. At Solid Waste, we say rethink, reduce, reuse, recycle. It's our duty to protect the environment, and we encourage you and we urge you to do the same. Keep your surroundings clean, keep your areas clean, and let us continue to be the nature island of the Caribbean, heading towards the first climate resilient country, Dominica. I thank you.
Thank you, Ms. St. John, for that. And you renewed or continued partnership for 3 years and 4 years now. It's testament to what Solid Waste stands for and the understanding of the importance of this. So that's one of the corporate partners, and this press conference is ideally an opportunity for those viewing, those who are listening, to come on board. It's just 60 minutes initially, and I know there are a lot of things that we can do with 60 minutes to contribute, right? So at this time, I'm going to call on our Executive Director of NDFD, Mr. Cletus Joseph, to give a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Dumas. Mr. Lucasio is an entrepreneur and development manager at NDFD, and Mr. Senja, the public relations officer of the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation, the media, and those persons who are listening to us via the various media, NDFD staff present today. Let me say thank you for taking the time to listen to us, and you yourself to be a partner in the movement for Earth Hour. It has been indicated earlier that this is the 4th year that we are leading in the hosting of Earth Hour in Dominica, and we are partnered with the WWF, the World Wildlife Federation Fund, for who is the global the company who is leading global efforts in the observation of Earth Hour. At NDFD, we remain committed to the mission of sensitization and mobilization of multinationals regarding climate change and the opportunity to do good for Mother Earth. And this year, Earth Hour is scheduled for the 23rd of March, which is not Saturday coming, but the one after that, just to ensure that we get the time right and we do not get a little bit misled, like when actually it is, and then you have an excuse to say, oh, I thought it was the other one. So it's not Saturday coming, the other Saturday. And the activities have been highlighted by Mr. General. I'll give a little bit on that later on. But you may ask, of what significance is the observation of this hour to me? And that is where we want the rubber to hit the road, and we want you to understand that the little that you do can have significant impact, not just in ensuring that there is more mobilization and awareness created for the effect that our activities are having, but there are opportunities that can be gained from using the hashtag Earth Hour and the hashtag sustainability and the hashtag green and the hashtag NDFD. At NDFD, over the years, starting in 2017, we decided to pursue a path towards being a more environmentally friendly and conscious and sustainable organization by developing products which will assist in financing mitigation and adaptation technologies. Soon after we made that decision in 2017, we were struck by one of the most devastating forces in our history. I don't like to call it name, but Mario Memories. Badly. However, our partner then, the Inter-American Development Bank, soon after did reach out somewhere in November and indicated that, look, if you guys are ready, we can help to fast-track your application to us, and you are getting a pre-approval to start the mobilization and to put your house in order to ensure that we get this project going. I mean, it was a no-brainer, and I think maybe they regretted calling on Saturday afternoon while I was part of the Dominica movement trying to see where we can find our heads and our feet. I said, sure, let's discuss. And they were kind of taken aback and said, no, can we talk next week? I said, well, if that's what you want to do, then fine. So we'll go ahead. The end result is that the IDB did approve a sum of in excess of $400,000 to finance the study of developing products that can assist our small business persons and households to become more sustainable and more resilient in whatever it is that we do. Let's remember, resilience means the ability to bounce back after catastrophe. Sustainability is the ability to ensure that we can continue without much disruption, even when there are activities that disrupt us, and ensuring that it is there for future generations. As a part of this project, we were able to develop financing products and technologies for targeted industries. We were also able to develop training programs for our staff and our clients, which is geared at helping entrepreneurs clarify their business ideas and convert them into productive ventures. I want to mention at this time, we do have one of our flagship events, which is the Green Innovation Summit, whereby we immerse the participants into business development ideas, sustainable business development ideas, I should add. And we teach how to incorporate the 3 Ps into our operations and strategy. And this includes energy policy, build back better with energy efficient equipment. So that was part of the overall IDB project. And it was at the time when the NDFD was in the process of rebuilding its structure, which was damaged by Maria. And we took the opportunity to convert what is now one of the most energy efficient buildings in the Caribbean. We also, as part of this, decided to host events such as Earth Hour, which over the past 4 years have led Dominica to be featured on the WWF website and annual reports and other promotional material and media. Now, despite the above, we at NDFD strive to link the 3 Ps of sustainability, and this involves helping people and businesses identify opportunities and challenges and the threats posed to us and our survival on Earth. And in our environment to be able to thrive and to convert these threats and challenges into revenue generation businesses. And that's where the profit part of the trip is coming. Now, in terms of how do we do those things, we need our human resources, and that's where our people and the development of the people, utilizing their skills to ensure that they develop sustainable sources of income and revenue. And hence, doing this by reducing the impact of our activities, by converting the threats and the opportunities, we can use that and develop profitable businesses which will eventually end up profiting us as individuals and hence reduce the impact of our activities on the environment in which we live. There is one popular saying: it is not whether Earth will be there for us to live, but whether the Earth that we create will be one that will help us to be able to live on it. So we are more the endangered species rather than any other. Now, when we talk about sustainability and the use of the opportunities and threats that are posed to the environment, and we think of the Dominica Solid Waste Management's Zero Waste Initiative, and we think of the old adage that one man's trash is another's treasure, we can bring these two together. And how do we do that? We do not always expect things to be handed to us. This in itself is not sustainable. But rather, we can go out there, find the technologies, do the research. There is YouTube, there is Facebook. So instead, and other social media. So instead of posting irrelevant stuff, we can use this to get technologies that will help us convert the waste, or what some people term as waste, which is and can be the raw materials, into the treasure. The treasure that we talk about is the profits that we can get by selling recycled products or upcycled products, as some people say, that are all very valuable. So we challenge persons to do some research on that, give it some thought, and visit us at the NDFD, and therefore it would be remiss of me not to say that when you think of sustainable business development, come to us at NDFD to help you develop your business, develop a business plan, develop a concept, develop a strategy, which can help to develop your own business. Just a little bit of data. From our launch, the launch of our green loans in 2021, and that was after a delay of more than 12 months by Mr. COVID. We have been able, since then, to disburse in excess of $1 million to more than 40 clients and businesses. And these have helped to finance technologies in fields as such as fisheries, whereby fishermen have been able to convert to more energy efficient engines, issues of hydroponics, that is the use of water to grow vegetables, solar energy generation, in order to ensure you have a sustainable source of energy for production and even living, and the use of energy efficient lighting and cooling technologies, as well as rainwater harvesting to ensure that our crops cultivated get the required water to ensure that they generate revenue to us. The initiative mentioned by the previous speakers is a testament and tremendous achievement which we have, which can have if we decide to collaborate. It does not mean that because we spearhead the activity of Earth Hour, we have to do it all by ourselves, but we can get different partners to do different parts that contributes to the whole, which is why we always seek to collaborate. And we want to thank the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation for coming on board this year, arranging the beach cleanups, engaging the students, and that by engaging the students, we are also building sustainability into our sustainability initiative by ensuring that the younger ones are educated and informed and equipped with the knowledge that they require to help them grow into persons who think sustainability. And therefore the participation of the schools, particularly the 4-H clubs, we want to say thank you to them. And I know it's an initiative of Mr. John and the Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation to help bring a little more skills and resources generally to these 4-H clubs, which is why we'll be working very closely as NDFD. We'll be working with the 4-H club. We did visit them last week, Friday, I think. Very interesting school, small, but I think they have tremendous potential of using what they have to get what they want, and we'll be working with that. We'll also be encouraging the villagers or the communities to participate in that initiative with us as we seek to ensure that one of the opportunities we saw there is the opportunity for them at the school to grow a lot of what they eat with the fruits and vegetables that they can cultivate because they have the space. We just have to ensure that there is technology transfer to ensure that the students are able to do it and learn it, and then they will grow with that technology to implement it later on in life. And we are happy that we will be able to do that, so we'll be engaging them. The other companies who have decided to come on board and we like to use the term adopt, but to partner with these other 4-H clubs, we want to commend them on the occasion of the observation of Earth Hour. On the day of the 23rd, we also encourage persons to do different activities which are geared at helping raise awareness and also improving the environment with the cleanups. I know that our Green Innovation Summit winner for the last edition is Rachel Schaefer, is doing something down in the Kula district area. I think she's focusing on the river. So the JCI Dominica Limited also has something in store that they are planning and will reveal with time. And there are other private sector individuals who usually do stuff and normally link us up on our lives. So we will inform in the next week or two as to more exact opportunities that will be there, initiatives that will come up from that, and that you could participate wherever you are, however small you think the activity is, but it will be impactful. We want you to take photos and videos of what is it that you're doing and share it with us. We have Mr. Jumas, so you can WhatsApp him on 275-6859, so that he can use this. Because a little WhatsApp is easy transfer. You use a little bit in quality, but it's still very, very usable. So we can post it on our websites, on our Facebook page, or YouTube channel, and also Instagram. That this can be global, have global reach. So it's a lot of small actions that can be very impactful, and a lot of individual responsibility that will help us to think. And therefore, if we use those types of initiatives and use that as a model, the collaboration amongst us, with the little that we think that we have, we can achieve great things. And that's where we believe as NDFD, we continue to collaborate, continue to cause businesses to collaborate with other complement each others, and not always compete with each other. Competition is good, but too much competition sometimes, whether that is really the term, but there are times when we really have to seek ways to collaborate, and again, your waste, what you decide is your waste, it can be somebody else's raw materials, and that's very instrumental. So I don't want to go on for very much longer, but it's a topic I'm very passionate about, that and business development, but to seek the indulgence of everyone to, if you are in the Portsmouth Bell Hall area on Saturday, to help on the Urban Beach cleanup in Bell and the Sutre Escort set. We as NDFD will be down in the Sutre Escort set, and you know wherever NDFD is, it's something to behold. So I just let that be an invitation for you to participate. And we want to thank you very much for being here and helping to spread the word. The media, as part of the sustainability development, we want and we hope that you will be able to spread the word and mobilize persons, create awareness. If you need materials for this, you can always reach out for us. We can share stuff with us. We have a very grateful panel discussion, it was last year that we wanted to air, so if you have the time, it's about how long? About 45 minutes, so we compress it. And if you have the time, you are on your social media pages, and otherwise you can take snippets of it to rebroadcast, and we'll be happy to share that with you, and that it can have the impact that we have. This is our country, and we have to do our parts to ensure that it becomes something that is habitable for us, and that it helps to build our people, build the profitability of our businesses and people, and to help contribute to the sustainability of our planet, Mother Earth, Dominica. Thank you very much, and thanks for coming.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph, for that. And I guess he said it himself, and everyone can get the general feeling that he's very passionate about climate change and business development. And NDFD, like we said, we always go further. So I'd just like to expound for the person wondering what NDFD has done. I know we are predominantly into supporting micro and small business enterprises, but we saw the need, and then the product was created. So we have green loans available. So persons can access up to $15,000 at 6.5% interest, and above $15,000, 8%. Now, for the farmers, greenhouse farming is important. That's essential, but procuring a greenhouse can be a very costly initiative. So you can reach out to us for that. We can discuss and see what's the best way forward for persons, for businesses. Your refrigerators, your electricity bill, if you do your deep analysis, will show you that, and probably that's where a lot of their money is going, right? So if you are interested in saving some money, right now we have technologies where you have energy efficient refrigerators, freezers, and so on. You can reach out to us and we can help you with that. Like I said, our business and development officers are always willing and able to assist. The fishermen, your 4-stroke engines, more energy efficient, because sometimes it can be, I think right now maybe fish is probably starting to give back. However, it can be very daunting going out on the seas, spending so much on gas, and then you don't get nothing to show for it. So your 4-stroke engines can be a costly initiative, but we are here to support you in that endeavor. All right, as well, if you want to change your roofing to concrete roofing, your windows to something more conducive or would I say combative to climate change or potential other hurricanes and storms, please reach out to us. You can give me a call at 275-6859 and we can discuss further. Now, one of the things that caught my attention the most when coming on board with this initiative, but particularly, is the figure that a third of the world's population do not actually believe in man-made climate change, right? Now that is a very big figure, and I assume that most of us in Dominica, we clearly remember what happened during Erica, Maria, and every time we hear of a storm, like everyone goes into a state of panic because we understand it's still very fresh in our minds. So while we may not be the ones contributing the most in terms of climate change, we feel it the most here, all right? And the resources to bounce back are also, it's not as readily available. But we are here at NDFD to support that initiative. So like the elderly persons would like to say, take it first, right? Put yourself in order and prepare yourself, because every single day there's this possibility. I recently saw the new list of hurricane names being posted, so it's a constant reminder for persons. Now at NDFD and the partnership with this Earth Hour initiative, we will, March 23rd is the official day that has been celebrated this year. We will be doing the beach cleanup like was stated with the schools down at the Swiffer Scottsdale area. But it's not only limited to just the day, and the specific hour is 8:30 to 9:30. But as you can see, we'll be doing our activity in the day. So if you are not able to do your activity in the night, I mean, you can switch off your lights and do something creative and fun, but you can do something in the day. One of some of the initiatives that the international organization is pushing forward is that it must be something fun, and there's something that everyone can do. So if you're into nature, you can go hiking. If you're into food, you can prepare a meal that is environmentally friendly. As you know, greenhouse gases, one of the main contributors is not poultry, cattle and beef production, as well as dairy, right? One of the main contributors to greenhouse gases. So you can make something idle that day, you could go to the beach, to the river, it's a Saturday. But that would be your contribution, also raising awareness. If somebody asks you, why there's no meat in the pot? So you can tell them that's why. Because so much cattle, that thing is a contributor in itself. What else can you do? If you're into photography, you can go taking nature shots. And one of the things when we have one of our initial discussions is they mentioned that before and after photos are important, because you would be able to see the direct effects, because right now a lot of our rivers they are receding, right? It's very, very low. Some maybe have even dried up completely. Yeah. So maybe a new count would show that we are not even on the 365 level of rivers anymore, right? So these, we have everyday events, activities, and things that will show us the effects of climate change. So we need to take heed of this, right? You can also watch a movie, watch a film. If you're not so inclined to doing something that's too physical, you can watch a film in the evening. There are lots of documentaries. If you visit the Earth Hour website, you can see that there are recommendations for documentaries and even films that pay attention or highlight the effects of climate change, right? So there are a lot of different activities that one can do in sensitizing themselves and bringing the information to others, right? Because if you are looking, if you are hearing, so that's one end of the spectrum. If you can convince another person to do something, it will help. One of the greatest analogies I always love to see and use is ants. Ants are very, very small, right? But when you see a long chain of ants, you can see the level, the mass that they're able to move, right? So I guess we can use that for ourselves and see, everyone convince at least one other person to do something for Earth Hour. I mean, Dominica is ours. If Dominica is totally damaged, or if we get hit, like how we got hit for Maria again, we are the ones who are going to feel the consequences. So the onus is on us to do something. Right now it's just 60 minutes, and you'll be joining the entire world in what they are doing, and we'll be making a huge change, right? And at this time, I would like to recognize some of the partners who have confirmed their participation for Earth Hour 2024. We have Ms. Angela, she said, Dominica Solid Waste Management Company. We have JCI Dominica, the Intercontinental Hotel, the Caribbean Youth Environment Network, Israel, DAIC, DHTA, Next Level Hikers of Dominica, Be Natural, We Planet. And if I go to my desk, there may be some who have just confirmed at this time, right? So, again, any of the activities that I stated that you could do, well, you could come up with something creative of your own. One of the main things you want to do is capture and document. So if you are doing something, you can share them with us at NDFD, but also one of the main things we're encouraging you to do, because the global team will be looking, right? Use the hashtags, hashtag Earth Hour, hashtag Biggest Hour for Earth, hashtag Earth Hour Dominica. And let us make our presence be felt, right? We're encouraging persons to do something. Encourage the kids, encourage your partners. I mean, there's a lot that can be done. So I want to take this opportunity to encourage persons again. I cannot stop, and we need to save Dominica. We need to save our planet, because it may not just be for us right now, for the future, right? So again, please come on board and please do something. At this time, I would like to encourage the media, if you have any questions, that we could clarify for you, or if you need further insight.
One question.
Yes.
You mentioned that it's your fourth annual. So for the past 4 years, what impact do you think has been made locally? I know that you mentioned globally, or it was, the impact that was made. But locally, nationally, how do you think it impacted the Dominicans?
In terms of impact, one of the things that what we've seen is there is a lot more interest expressed in participating, particularly with our that again is when we did the first year we had just the Intercontinental coming in, and I think was it JCI, I think. But then right now, Mr. Dumas counted like 6 organizations that have pledged to participate. In addition, last year we had the President's Office participated by allowing us to use the State House for a symbolic lights out activity. The President did also do a video recognizing the efforts of doing that. We expect to have a video this year from our new President. She has committed to doing it, and this will be broadcast, rebroadcast, the message. In terms of other things, maybe more tangible, in terms of seeking financing from us, persons kind of ask, we hear you talking about the green loans you have, how do I qualify, what do we have to do that? The second edition of our Green Innovation Summit, we had, I think, 50-something persons who applied to be part of the program. We eventually chose, I think it was 17, and narrowed down to 12 for the final. So that shows that there is some impact and traction being gained with the initiative. Our Green Innovation Summit, it was a deliberate effort, part of the plan, to ensure that we do it every other year. And what that does is to allow us time, a 2-year period, to work with the participants in terms of perfecting their ideas, their business strategies and whatnot. It takes a lot to plan, and if you were to do it every year, it limits your ability to reach out and to give the kind of time you need for that. So we look forward to the next edition of the Green Innovation Summit, which will be next year, and we will build as we move along the awareness for that activity. But the Green Innovation Summit itself, it also has a strong focus on issues of adaptation and mitigation, which is the use of technologies that will reduce the impact of our activities, or kind of utilize the things that can be used to so that these are just activities that kind of impact that I think we have. Maybe John, if you have anything else.
Yeah. I can answer that? I have to.
I need to capture you.
Okay, so aside from what was mentioned already by our executive director, right? First thing is like awareness really is very critical. So that's something that I think we have achieved, and it is becoming more people are becoming more aware about Earth Hour. And I remember before when we started this, people were referring to this as Earth Day. So Earth Hour is different from Earth Day. So there's an Earth Day as well, which we intend to observe as well in April. Earth Hour is different. I think another impact is, and it's not about the impact here, but it's also about the global awareness of what we experienced here in Dominica because of of this climate change. You probably will not believe that when I started to talk about what happened here, a lot of them were not aware. So because remember the media, the media at that time, they really just spoke about the damage in other bigger countries, right? For some reason, a lot of the countries didn't really catch what happened here in Dominica. Another thing is that when we started doing this, they thought that, you know, we are Dominican Republic, and this is a usual issue, right? But right now they're very much aware of the Commonwealth of Dominica, right? The global team now recognizes Dominica as one of actually the leader when it comes to Earth Hour here in the region. I think lastly, Earth Hour is not really about the big things, the big efforts, right? We encourage every single person to do something, you know, to do something maybe small in their eyes, but it's when you combine this with all the other people, millions of people doing something for 60 minutes on that day, this is a massive thing. So of course and by the way, even before we had the former president last year gave this message, we also have already gotten some support from a number of our government officials. We've also gotten support from our personalities, or these days we call them influencers. So from different industry, music, business, where we saw them giving their own video message, encouraging everyone in Dominica to do something on that day or on that hour. And we expect more of them, our local personalities and influencers, to do the same thing this year. So in terms of impact, we are already seeing it, but we hope to build on what we have achieved in the last 3 years. And we hope to see much more bigger things, more tangible things happening. Because Earth Hour is really about inspiring people to do something for 60 minutes for planet Earth on that day, and to continue doing something even after Earth Hour. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. I would like to take the opportunity to sound a challenge to you, the media houses as well. I know for National Committee of Service, that everyone goes out, you know, to capture the work being done in the different communities. But maybe you all as a team, I mean, you're being the representatives here, can, you know, when you go back and say, hey, what can we do on our own? You know, even reaching out to some of these organizations that are doing something, you feel like we capture it to help document it for your information purposes, as well as the best medium of bringing it out to the national public, regionally and internationally. So I'm expressing that challenge to you, because everyone can play a part, and everyone is required to play a part. Right? So I would just like to end with anyone interested, any company, organization, or personally, you can reach out to me, 275-6859, to let us know what you're interested in doing, or if you want to do something, not sure, but just want some ideas, we have some ideas, you can reach out to me as well. But as we would like to leave you, the main thing is letting everybody know that Dominica did something for Earth Hour 2024. So the hashtags are important. So Earth Hour, hashtag Earth Hour, hashtag Earth Hour Dominica, and hashtag the biggest hour for Earth. So this year we are making strides, and this year we expect it to be the biggest of all years that we've done. Thank you.
Just in conclusion, we continuously develop our products, and this year we will be having a photo challenge as part of the activity. So we encourage persons to take the before and after, or the natural scenery, or the animal interaction with nature photos, submit them to us, and let's see what happens from there. More information will be, we hope the media can give us a little bit of This is time. But it's that's the other stage of development that we're looking at. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone.
This was the Forward 2024 press conference. Thanks for joining.